Welcome, everyone. I apologize for being late. I was at the senior high convocation, and my wife and I made a scholarship award this morning. But more importantly, the total amount of scholarships awarded this morning was nearly $2.5 million. So lots of very successful careers being established with all of that scholarship money. So we have a number of guests here today that I want to welcome, and folks from out of town, as well as a number of folks from town. So we want to begin with the occasion that really brought our guests here to Lima today. And I want to start just by mentioning that about 5 years ago, the YMCA invited a number of community leaders into a process which took, I think, a dozen of us to the National Y in D.C. for discussions about the incredibly urgent need to address the obesity epidemic in our country. And there were probably 15 or 20 communities represented. I have to say that until that meeting, this issue was not on my radar as the mayor. This was a healthcare issue. This was a lifestyle question, you know, something that others in the community would be dealing with. But that day of information sharing about the importance for our children who are beginning to experience early onset diabetes and what that means for our workforce is really brought this up as the kind of issue that a mayor can't run away from. So we were fortunate that folks came away committed to doing something, but then we had to go about the business of trying to find resources. And the U.S. Conference of Mayors was coincidentally forming a partnership at that time with the American Beverage Association and beginning to focus at the same time on this set of issues. So I want to, first of all, invite Karen Roadhouse up, who's now the president of the board for the Lima Family Y, and we'll have Karen make a few remarks. Karen?
Good morning. Again, I am Karen Roadhouse, and I'm the chairman of the board of directors for the Lima Family YMCA. It is indeed a great pleasure to represent the Lima YMCA this morning as we join forces with the mayor, Lima Senior High, Apollo Career Center, as well as many others in our community to reduce childhood obesity. We are very thankful to the U.S. Conference of Mayors for recognizing Lima, as well as Mayor Berger, for this award, and of course, thanks to the American Beverage Association for its sponsorship of this project and its great gift to Lima, Ohio. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks.
As Karen just mentioned, a couple of our local partners are the Apollo Career Center and Lima City Schools. And Judy Wells is here, who's the superintendent of Apollo, along with Carrie Hamilton, who's their culinary arts teacher, and then Misty Lee, who's also head of culinary arts at Lima Senior. Any one of you like to come up and make some remarks about, or two of you?
Yeah, we'll share.
Great. Very
team.
good.
We're
Ladies,
team
why don't you tell us a little bit about what's coming up?
Okay, you go.
Okay. Misty and I have worked together in the past many times, and we are very excited to be in partnership to use this award money to benefit our community. We have two different ideas that we're going to
we're going to endeavor.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So the first part is to get within our local schools and community to reach children. We want to go out and do cooking demos. We want to teach kids how to feed themselves healthier items that they'll have at home, how to prepare those, to utilize, not heat, not cooking, but just be able to put some snacks together for themselves. We want to teach them about nutrition and about the sugar content in soft drinks and the drinks that they choose. And yeah, so that's the first part of it. We want to go into the schools and to different community agencies that have children that we can reach utilizing our students and ourselves. So our students want to do cooking demos and they want to do presentations. So we're going to get them involved as well.
And our students are really excited about this whole program. We also want to maybe get out to this, like the soup kitchens and to some of our local agencies, reaching some of the adults that's trapped in the food desert, that just has very limited places to shop, and teach them how to make healthy meals and good food choices from just the resources that they have, hoping to get that produce bus that came along in the first program. Utilizing that and maybe some of our local farmers markets, getting some of those fresh produce and things that they can use, maybe having to reach. You realize that we have like a Dollar General and a Family Dollar that is some of our local people's supermarkets. So we need to get in those places and see if we can utilize some of their products. So some of our people, and a lot of our people in our community, not just the children, but a lot of the people in our community can utilize some of these places to learn how to eat healthier from the resources they have. Okay.
Thank you, ladies. I know that when the Conference of Mayors brought a video team here in December, we got to sample the products of the students, and they were terrific. I would be glad to eat there every day at both schools. So looking forward to that actually being transferred into the community. I also want to invite Cherry Mitchell up. Cherry is the director of Activate Allen County. And the question that I want Cherry to address is, have we been making any progress? We've been on this journey for several years, and the question is, what does the data show? Cherry?
Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Cherry Mitchell, Project Director for the Partnerships to Improve Community Health grant that was awarded to the Lima Family YMCA. It's been a great effort that we've had so far with Activate Allen County. In 2012, we had the Small Communities Transformation Grant. And applying for that grant, our major statistic was that 77% of our county residents were classified as either overweight or obese. And that's alarming right here in our small county. So with all the efforts and all the different programs and different committees and councils that we've formed over the past couple of years, we have reduced that by 10% based on our recent community health assessment that was released here in April of this year. So having this award here today, this is a great day for the city of Lima, it's a great day for our students to have something else that adds onto the many programs that we will have to educate students, educate their parents, educate our community partners, and even other communities so they can do the same thing, and we can really spread the word about health and just reducing the rate of obesity nationwide. So we have great progress here, and this is an exciting day, and it's something for all of us to be proud of with our collaborations.
Thank you, Jerry. So those are a number of our local partners. I want to introduce folks that are here that traveled to Lima to be with us and to make the announcement about the award. And we have here Steve Lodge from the American Beverage Association and former Congressman Ron Dellums. Ron, please come up. Ron is also the former mayor. That makes him really a great man.
Thank you.
The former mayor of Oakland, California. And Kimberly McConville from the Ohio Soft Drink Association. Kimberly, come on up. And Crystal from the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Crystal Swan is a staff person from the U.S. Conference, and she's been to Lima several times and has enjoyed our restaurants, which we appreciate. Steve, why don't you begin with some comments about the program?
Thank you very much, Mayor. I'm Steve Lodge with the American Beverage Association. Very happy to be here today. ABA is a proud partner with the U.S. Conference of Mayors in a multi-year national grant program focused on supporting local initiatives that teach kids about healthy, balanced lifestyles in an effort to prevent and reduce childhood obesity. ABA is a national trade association that represents the non-alcoholic beverage industry, whose members provide over 10,000 jobs in the state of Ohio. The companies manufacture and distribute regular and diet soft drinks, 100% juice and juice drinks, bottled water and water beverages, sports drinks, energy drinks, and ready-to-drink teas. Our association works closely with the Ohio Soft Drink Association. You'll be hearing from Kimberly McConville in a moment, and some of her members are here today, I know. We are so happy that the Childhood Obesity Prevention Awards, ABA sponsors with the U.S. Conference of Mayors, can support innovative programs such as Lima's Cooking for Change initiative and the encouragement of healthy eating through culinary arts. The beverage industry is proud to support local programs such as this, to focus on educating children and families across the country about the importance of nutritious eating, balancing calories, and regular physical activity as effective ways to achieve a healthy, active, and balanced lifestyle. ABA and the entire beverage industry are pleased to have a role in helping out Lima's Cooking for Change initiative. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, my
Good
friend.
to have you back
Always
in
good.
Lima.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mayor, members of the staff, extraordinary community partners, and members of the community of Lima. This is my third visit here, and I take this opportunity to say to you, sir, and to all of your citizens and residents here, that I thank you, I applaud you, and I compliment you for your extraordinary efforts in addressing a major problem of childhood obesity. And I want to say, as a person from the outside, that, sir, I have been incredibly impressed with your community's capacity to come together in a major coalition. You know, across all the lines that tend to divide communities, you've managed to figure out how to bring all that energy together into an exciting, creative, and substantive program. You have gone 360 degrees, and I just wish to say to you that I am absolutely impressed with the ingenuity of this community, and I'm happy to be back here for a third time to congratulate you, sir.
Great to have you here.
Thank
you, Rob. Kimberly.
I hate following Mayor Dellums because he's amazingly articulate. So bear with me. I'm Kimberly McConville, Director of the Ohio Soft Drink Association. So again, 10,000 jobs statewide and a huge presence here in Lima. In fact, I do have some local members here with me today, including my board president, Mike Collins, who's taking unflattering pictures of me right now. Remember, only good ones. Mike is with Pepsi Beverages Company, and with him is Tom Sullivan, who works on Greeley Chapel Road, the beautiful production facility that Pepsi proudly maintains in Lima. With us also is Coca-Cola Refreshments. Jennifer Richmond covers the entire state of Ohio for Coke, and her local wingman, Dustin Erisman, was unable to be with us today. He manages the warehouse here in Lima. So after all the press releases are written and the giant checks are given out, and believe me, I love a big check more than anyone. I need a big purse to put it in. Our members stay here in the community, and we are so excited to help with this program and reach out in partnership, not just on this, but on many, many other things. Judy and I from Apollo Career Center, we're talking about hooking up some of her engineering students with our industry to help us train up the next generation of our workers. Manufacturing still offers terrific jobs in the state, and I think young people lose track of that. They think, oh, those jobs are all gone to Mexico. No, our jobs are right here in Lima and other great cities in Ohio. So, and finally, as a working mom, I'm always looking for healthy, easy things to put together. So I need a copy of the cookbook after it's done. Ladies from Apollo and Senior High, really excited to see that. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Kristen?
Well, good morning. This is my 4th trip, I think, because I was here for the video shoot when it was really cold. And he promised me that this was going to be much better. Well, it is, actually. It's much better. 60's good. 60's good.
Except it got down to nearly 32 last
I'm
night.
trying not to remember that. My name is Crystal Swan. I'm with the United States Conference of Mayors. I'm here representing my organization, my executive director and CEO, Mr. Tom Cochran. We're located in Washington, D.C. We're very proud of our partnership with the American Beverage Association, where we're able to come together and highlight what we call mayoral innovation and mayoral leadership. What we do at the Conference of Mayors, it's a membership organization of our nation's cities. The mayors are the members. They come together, share ideas. They love to outdo each other, so it's always great when we get to award projects and grants, because then we highlight it to everybody, and everybody asks, how can I get one? So we're very proud of Lima for winning it twice. Now, the way the partnership works and the way the grant program works, we have 3 categories: large city, medium-sized city, and small city. This is a competitive grants process. So cities from across the United States and Puerto Rico submit applications to win the award. Lima came in our first year as our first #1 place small city winner in 2012, I believe 2012. And so when we were doing the judging last year, I don't have any say in it. They just ask my opinion sometimes. They said, well, Lima won it the first year. And I said, well, okay, well, what do you guys want to do? They said, but it's such a great grant. It's such a wonderful application. So congratulations to your team for putting together a fantastic application. Congratulations for winning this year. And I'm glad to be back, and thank you. That's it. Congratulations, sir. I'm great. So on behalf of the United States Conference of Mayors and all of the beverage industry associations, we're happy to award this check. It's a real check. This check is to be allotted for $100,000.
Thank you very much.
So where's your giant wallet?
I want to know how Crystal got that on the plane.
I think she shipped it ahead. That doesn't go through the X-ray machine.
Well, just as a reminder, the first check that we received was also $100,000, as was referenced, and what it paid for was the mobile produce van, which is going to be shown again at, we're going to take a visit after the press conference today at the Lima Family YMCA, and you'll have the opportunity to actually look at the mobile produce van, and it is marshaled and deployed in the community through the Western Ohio Food Bank, and it really is a kind of an anchor for getting an anchor platform for getting out into the community and places that are food deserts, and that resource together with this Cooking for Change initiative really gives us a momentum and an ability to reach into the community and make it real for folks, teach them about fresh food and vegetables that they wouldn't normally have access to, and why it's important for, and really practical for them to learn how to cook with them and consume them in their households. So this is a great opportunity for us, and we very much appreciate the support. Thank you very much. I want to, just as an aside, I joked about Mayor Dellum's titles, but his career in Congress was very distinguished. And if you have a chance to ask him about his legislation relative to South Africa and apartheid, his was the leading role that ultimately brought about change in South Africa. So, Congressman, it's great to have you here. We're going to switch topics. The city is a sponsor for an organization called the Ohio Energy and Advanced Manufacturing Center. which has built some new facilities down on South Main Street. The director is Judy Cowan, and one of the initiatives, as implied by the title of the organization, is a focus on energy. And one of the things that we've been engaged with is the opportunity to reach out to local business and industry to focus on energy conservation. And one of our partners in that recently received a statewide award from American Electric Power, and we want Judy to come up and talk to us about that and introduce our partner. Judy?
Absolutely. Thank you. Hi, everybody. I sent out a press release this morning to the media, and I'm going to apologize. I realized that when I went to send it out, my list is woefully outdated. So some of you didn't get it. I have some extra copies here that I'll put up here for anyone who wants a copy. I am here to introduce Gary Swanson of Energy Management Solutions. Gary is a true friend to Lima. He works behind the scenes, and he's brought millions, and I mean that literally millions of dollars back into this community for the companies here in Lima. He's done this through making them aware of the AEP Energy Rebate Program primarily. And it's a program that most of us don't know anything about. I never knew anything about it, but you pay into it. I don't know, do individuals or just businesses pay it? Everyone. Everybody pays into it. On our power bill, there's a little line item that you're contributing to the pot of money that we use for this energy rebate program. But very few companies realize that they can get that money back and then some if they just document some of the things they're doing within their business. The process can be a little bit cumbersome, and you have to really know what you're doing, how to package projects, and that's where Gary comes in because he's the expert at it, and that's what the award was for. He was awarded for being the best at this in the state of Ohio. So he is a true friend to Lima. He's helped many companies in Lima. And the point of us, one of the points of being here today is I'm hoping the media helps me spread the word to other companies. We haven't visited Pepsi yet. So you think you're getting out the door without talking to me? No, that's not possible. I'm going to snag you before you leave because it's a great opportunity for all companies. So we want to make sure everybody knows that there's a chance to bring some significant dollars back into your company that you've already paid out as part of your power bill. So we really need to chat. So if you're interested in more information, give me a call. My name and number is on the press release as well as Gary's. And that's the down and dirty introduction of why we need to talk to you. It's good for you. It's good for the community. The millions of dollars that Gary's brought back in is being reinvested in these companies for more energy efficient processes and products. So we're being more energy efficient. We're contributing to the value of the companies, and so they can create more jobs for the community. So it's a win-win-win. That's one of your favorite sayings.
Very good.
Anyway, Mr. Gary Swanson, President, CEO, Energy Management Solutions, for the professional presentation.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thanks for the introduction, Judy. It's not going to be very formal, as you say, but I want to thank everyone for the opportunity to come here. Mayor Berger, Energy Management Solutions has been working in the last 25 years really trying to help people find ways to reduce energy costs, and been very fortunate to be able to help a number of the large companies in Lima to help them save, as Judy said, millions of dollars. This rebate program that AEP has is really, really amazing. You're paying into it, you might as well get something out of it. So anytime anyone is looking at increasing productivity, increasing new equipment purchases, or doing anything to save energy, there's an opportunity to get some money back from AEP. We're presently working with the City of Lima, Husky Energy, Potash, INEOS, and others in the town of Lima. And we're very proud to be here and to be able to help them save a lot of this money. And we have a number of new projects that are coming on as well. We will offer one new element here. We have what we call an energy hotline, and we'll offer this up to anyone in Lima if they have any energy conservation questions. There's no charge. Feel free to call us. We'll have our engineers talk to you and talk through some of those options that you might have. The toll-free number is 855-296-3669. So if anyone in Lima has a question on energy, we're glad to help you out and continue this effort to save Lima even more money, more energy that helps out the companies in town, helps out the people, helps save quite a bit of items in the renewable side, and of course saving the environment. So thank you very much for the opportunity to come here, and we're looking forward to many more years of saving you guys lots of energy.
Very good. Thanks, Gary. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor.
For the city's purposes, for example, we had invested through actually the energy block grant that the federal government provided. We switched out all of our lights and switched out a number of transformers. When Gary came on board, he pointed out that we could get a portion of that back, and that's what we did. We filed. So this is not just for for-profit businesses. It's also available to not-for-profits such as hospitals and universities and churches and the like. Anybody who's investing in energy-conserving appliances and lighting systems really ought to be thinking seriously about the opportunity. And the technical assistance is readily available. Thank you. Lastly, I want to invite Matt Childers up. Oh, all right, Londell and Londell Smith and John Upshaw. We recently had a Lima person, former city councilman, die this past week, and a very special individual, Walter Potts. And through really Matt's initiative, we have a special permission from the governor that we want to announce.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to introduce Londell in just a moment, but I think that Walter Potts, who we're going to be honoring, it was just a little over a year ago that our good friend Tom Francis died. We lowered the flags at half-staff. And you talk about two guys, part of the greatest generation, and two guys that were really all about, you talk about food today, they nourish the community. And so Walter will lower the flags. We'll also have a opportunity to have a electronic media, radio and TV, for a moment of silence for Walter tomorrow. So I'll let Londell talk a little bit about that, and then John.
First of all, happy Wednesday, everybody. Londell Smith is my name, and Walter Potts was a great man, first and foremost. There's a whole lot of things we can say to describe his kindness, his selflessness, and just all that he meant to us as a community, but also what he meant to us as individuals. He was a father figure, a mentor. I don't think we could say enough to really honor him. One of the things that I've always said is, as if you can, give a man his flowers while he can still smell them. Unfortunately, our good friend Walter Potts is no longer able to smell them in the natural, although I'm sure he's dancing in them in the spirit. Even though he lived a very quiet and low-key life, I can guarantee you he's dancing. But anyway, after his passing, several of us have gotten together just to reflect on his life, and we said, you know what, we want to do something to honor him. Because even though he's no longer with us, I think it's still important that we bestow honor upon him, because honor is certainly due to him. So what we are going to do, again, thanks to the efforts of Matt Childers and also Mayor Berger, who also provided some insight on the different steps that were necessary, so that way we can lower the flags to half-staff. I want to give a special thank you to Representative Cupp, along with, again, Governor Kasich, for they're acknowledging the importance of this man and what he means to this community and allowing us to do that. So tomorrow, the staffs will be lowered to half-staff, okay, in honor and recognition of this great man. And then naturally, the funeral services will take place tomorrow. And then on Friday, typically I'll host a talk show on Thursdays, but because of the funeral services, I'm going to move that show till Friday. So between 1 and 3, and perhaps a little after, we're inviting the community to call in. If you want to stop by the studio to share reflections or pay tribute to this great man, we're going to dedicate the entire show with as few commercials as possible, so that way we can all just kind of send him off in style. So I want to say thank you also to John Upshaw. Both John Upshaw and Matt Childers are former presidents of the board over at Bradfield Community Center, which we all know that Mr. Potts was very, very dear to his heart, having served in the capacity of either volunteer, board member, and executive director for a total of 60 years. Okay, the man was 89 years old, and 60 of those years he dedicated visibly, okay, to Bradfield. So I think that anytime you find a man that has such a commitment to people, you know, in some conversations we had, you know, we call him a crossover superstar, because it doesn't matter what area, what neighborhood, what race, gender, you know, generation, he transcended it all. And he found ways to get people to work together, and he did it seamlessly. You know, he wasn't a loud and boisterous man, but, you know, he walked, as you say, he walked with the big stick. He carried credibility and just his ability to be able to get people to see the importance of working together, understanding that we can accomplish a whole lot more united than what we can individually. So I think it says a lot to what he stood for, even being, I guess, on display today. We have the different agencies that have come together to work towards the reduction or the elimination of childhood obesity. These are the types of things that Walter Potts stood for. These are things that he liked, and we want to make sure that we honor him. So I want to bring to the podium now, again, former board president of Bradfield, Mr. John Upshaw, and say thank you.
Good morning. I'm John Upshell, and I had the privilege really to work with Mr. Potts for over 10 years. And when asked how do you describe such a man, as you heard Londell with all the adjectives, all I had to do in this community is say Mr. Potts. And everyone knows, right? All I do is say Mr. Potts. Everyone knows the gentleman that he is and will be forever in our hearts and souls. And so really it is a day of celebration, too, because Walter wanted us to celebrate. He was always positive. I had the opportunity, I guess, to meet with him in the hospital. And he shared with me his health condition, which obviously was not good. But as opposed to him focusing on his health, as Londell said, it was about Bradfield. He and I have started a project that we're going to continue in his death as well to raise money for Bradfield Community Center. So he asked me to take that lead and continue that effort. So that's the kind of man Mr. Potts is and will always be recognized. So even though we lost a trailblazer, unquestionably, his name and legacy will live on. Thank you.
One last thing on that, if you don't mind. Go ahead. Yeah. So, and this is what's the year? This is the 17th. So we've worked on this for almost 2 decades, where we have the Walter Potts golf outing. And Walter was instrumental in this. He did not play golf. I used to love joking with him about it. He goes, I'm going to come out, but I'm not playing golf this year. And as a result, this will be the 17th year. It'll be held at Hawthorne Hills. It's in June. The date is June 19th, Friday, June 19th. We have a tremendous golf outing every year and a tremendous following with great support in the community. And so we encourage you, if you'd like to be a part of that, you can contact the Bradfield Center, or you can contact myself, or you can contact Londell, and we'll be sure to make you a part of it. But a special day, a special man, and certainly appreciate Mayor Berger and Representative Cupp. They really took care of us on this, and we'll look forward to having a great show tomorrow with Londell. He's on 940 WCIT for 2 hours, and some nice reflections, and a really nice opportunity for us to reflect on Walter Potts. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good. Thank you all. Walter used to sit right over there, if you're wondering. He was 8th Ward councilman, and he never got upset unless somebody made a motion to go into executive session, which always extended the meeting well beyond his tolerance. But anyways, he'll be missed very, very much. With that, we will break down for interviews. Thank you very much.